Thank you, sir.
Hi guys. Good evening, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Yes. Can anyone guys? Can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes.
Right. Right. Okay. So yeah. Um. So this is Vamsi here, guys. I'm Vamsi Krishna Guttula. I was a faculty member for the various technologies. I'm almost all having somewhere around 22 plus years of experience. So just a small, I don't want to take much time, just a 2 to 3 minutes. I just want to give the overview of my experience, guys. So just give me a second, just give me a minute. Just give me a second. Right. So just I don't want to take much time, just a 2 minutes of time. So just I want to give a brief introduction about myself. So yeah, I already introduced myself. So my name is Vamsi Krishna Guttula. I'm having around 22 plus years of experience, guys. My complete 22 years of experience is on the data. So from the last 22 years, every day I work with data. I see data, I work with data, I manage the data, I analyze the data. So almost all the 22 years, I'm working on this data related technologies only. So just a brief introduction. So I started my career in 2003 as a database programmer. You know that, right? Database programming means like SQL, the PL SQL, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL. So I worked as a my experience is on started with my data science, the data management. After that, I moved to database administration. So I also was an expertise on various database admin related the applications also like security, backup and recover strategy, high availability, automation, scheduling, tuning. So these are some of the tasks as a database admin. After that, I moved to business intelligence. You know that, right? Business intelligence is all about business analysis. After the business intelligence, I moved to big data. As you know, that big data is nothing but like Hadoop, Spark, these kind of applications. And after that, I moved to the data science, guys. Almost all 2017. From 2017, I was working on. Initially, I started on machine learning, then deep learning, NLP, agentic, so AI, generative AI from the last 2 years. So my experience is almost all 8 years on the data science. And coming to the generative AI case, almost all I'm having approximately a 2.5, 2 plus years of experience on generative AI. So these are all my expertise, guys. So you can see deep learning, generative AI, prompt engineering, AI, all these are my expertise. And also done one certification program from IIIT Hyderabad. You may hear about many of the training programs from IIIT Hyderabad. So I was a freelancing trainer I was. So I was collaborated with many of the training academies. One of the popular training academy is XLR. Right now I was not collaborated. Now earlier I just left it. So XLR is going to be one of the very top, which is going to be one of the popular one, which is as part of the online training, offline trainings they provides. And apart from that, the currently whatever you have joined from DurgaSoft, and apart from that, Naresh IT, Stances. So I delivers, guys. As a freelancing trainer, I also conduct many of the training programs on various corporate level trainings also. So recently also Deloitte, CGI, Future Ends. So these are some of the companies for which I delivered some training programs on data science, AI, machine learning. This is about myself, guys. So that's it. That is about myself, guys. So I think you can utilize my complete experience, almost all 22 years of experience on various data related technologies. So data engineering, data science, data analytics. So these are all my completely my main expertise, guys. Okay, fine. So I just want to you also, guys, not everyone, at least one or two people, at least one or two of you, at least two or three are at least, because we can see somewhere around 11, 12 participants are there. Can you introduce yourself also, guys? Just what is your name? What is your experience, if you have any? And what is your main target that means what is the main reason you are planning to learn about generative AI, whether it is from me or maybe some other faculty member does not matter. But what is the what is the reason why you are planning to learn generative AI? What is the need that made you to start your journey or learning of generative AI, guys? Yes, anyone, can you please come forward and you can introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Hello, sir, and all. This is Randir here.
Yeah, hi
So
Randir.
currently, I'm having around 11 years of experience. Currently, I'm having around 1 year of experience in data side. So I have worked for the couple of companies like HCL, Cognizant, IQVIA, and then currently I'm working with Incora Innovation Lab. So I have worked on it like SQL, PL SQL, Oracle, and Azure, and my MySQL database. And currently, I'm working with a Snowflake with the integration part like AWS and Azure. So these are
Mhm.
the skill set I have worked it. So why actually I'm trying to learn with generative AI, since like now the AI come into the picture. So I want to enhance my skill set, and after learning like how we are going to map my practice into the IT world with the help of our database knowledge and all. So I want to collaborate all the things. So this is my goal actually. So I can understand I'm fully null and void in the generative AI side. I don't know anything. So 2 months back only I got to know about you, Vamsi, and I went through that all the topics and all. So I thought this is the right times to start the journey with the AI. At least I can aware about it and where I can use these things. So this is my actually goal of that. This is part
Okay,
of this things.
okay, yeah. Thanks, Randir. Yeah. Anyone else, guys? Anyone? One more.
Hey, hi Vamshi. This is
Yeah, hi.
Banu.
Yeah, Banu. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have 4+ years of experience in IT, and I completely worked on the data engineering side and Oracle side in this 4.5 years experience. So completely worked on the GCP. So
Mhm.
by next 1 year, like I'm planning to shift to Gen AI side. So that is the reason I wanted to start this course.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Any freshers, guys? Anyone who is freshers, fresh graduates who are anyone? I can see some 4 years and some 11 years that are saying. Okay. Anyone else who is freshers? Anyone who is from freshers? Okay. Fine. Right, guys. Okay. So yeah, let's start the introduction from my side, guys. So I'm going to conduct a 3 introduction classes, guys. What we call it as a demo sessions. That is a free. You can join at a free of cost. So you can join that is today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So making you understand really what is generative AI. It's not that much easy to make you to learn within a 3 days of time. Even in that 3 days, I have to cover about what is our course curriculum, what you are going to get from my side, what we are expecting from your side, what are the topics we are going to learn. So, like apart from that, what type of roles we can really apply after completion of this particular course. So the thing is, I have to make within these 3 days, I have to make you understand like what is generative AI, because some people will nowadays everyone knows about like basic, everyone heard about generative AI, but clear picture, what is generative AI. So what exactly we are going to learn as part of this training program, what kind of applications and what kind of the applications or apps we are going to create with the help of the generative AI. All these things to make you understand, guys, it takes a little bit time, so it will takes a little bit time to understand them. So these 3 introduction classes, whatever the classes we are going to take today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow, 3 classes, there are free demo classes. Please attend it. Whatever the doubts you have, please clarify them so that you can start without having any much which is going to be the doubts or clarifications. Clarify everything. So just with that, if you clarify everything, whatever you have the questions, you can clarify them, but give me some time. So 3 days of time is there, at least 15 minutes at the end of the session. I'm going to give you 15 minutes time so that we can clarify all the questions. But a lot of questions will be there. I know everyone. So, sir, what kind of generative AI applications I can do? So I may use some kind of a small technical terminologies. No need to worry about that. In the main classes, we are going to study about all those things, guys. So attend the classes regularly, practice whatever the examples I explain, understand the concepts, review them. Okay, do some research on that. You can become some expertise on these generative AI applications. I'll show you some small applications like how generative AI is going to be helpful for you in our real application, how it is going to help you. All these things I'm going to explain about that. Right? Okay. So let me start with some introduction regarding what is generative AI. So this session is going to be completely related to, in short, we are going to call it as something called as a generative AI. So all of you know that when I ask some people what is generative AI, simply they say that tell me some example of generative AI means they says it is going to be ChatGPT. Yes, absolutely ChatGPT is going to be, but clearly what is Gen AI? What is going to be this generative AI? To understand, guys, first of all, let us try to understand what is AI. So nowadays, AI is going to be from the last 2 years, guys. You can see a lot of AI tools has came. Previously also, it was there, guys. From the last 8, 9 years, we are hearing about AI. But up to now, AI means like something like machine learning, deep learning, NLP, something like that. But from the recent last 2, 3 years, I can see there is a lot of which is going to be a lot of products which are a lot of hype on this particular AI tools. If you open the internet, lot of AI tools has came recently. Mainly after ChatGPT has came, really guys, a lot of which is going to be a lot of new AI tools has been came, guys. First of all, what is AI? So AI, all of you know that AI stands for artificial intelligence. That is obviously everyone knows. But what is exactly, how can you define an AI, guys? In a simple terminologies, if you say, I'm not using any technical words, a technical terminology, simply I say AI stands for AI artificial intelligence. AI is nothing but a system, which I can say a system or which is going to be a machine. I can say a system or which is going to be a machine, which can mimic human behavior. Which is going to be mimics, which is going to be human behavior. What is meaning of mimics human behavior? That means just like it is going to be acts like say, just it behaves like a human. So what it can do? It can take the decision just like the human. It can do anything. For example, there is a kind of an AI system is there. What is that AI system can do? It can generate some presentation just like how the humans can do. Or there is going to be some AI tools are there which can create some website just like how the humans will do. Or you can say that it is going to a AI system which can write some code just like how the humans will write. Not only that, even it can write some kind of an songs, lyrics just like how the humans will write. Or it can which is going to be draw some pictures which is going to be just like how an artist is going to draw. Almost all, even you can say an AI system which is going to make some which is going to be a food item just like a chef, which can prepare some food item which is going to be like an as like a popular chef, it is going to prepare some kind of an food items. Or it can sing like an which is going to it's going to be sing like a singer. Or it can anything it can do, guys, which can mimics a human behavior. Take an example of a driverless car. Take an example of a driverless car from Tesla. It can drive just like how the humans will drive, it can drive it. So, an AI system is nothing but just I'm talking about AI, guys, which can mimic the human behavior is nothing but what we call it as the AI. Now, to make you understand this process, guys, let me explain what is the difference between. Normally, we know what is we are talking about generative AI. But before going to generative AI, I want to make you understand. Generative AI was there from the last 2, 3 years. We are hearing about generative AI. Then before that, what we have it, guys, what we are having. Before that also we have the AI. But what is that AI and what is this AI, guys? So that AI is nothing but what we call it as. There are basically we can go for that means whenever we are talking about this AI, this can be categorized into which is going to be nothing but you can categorize into which is going to be two types of AIs what we are going to call it as, guys. The first one is nothing but what we can call it as something called as a discriminative AI. What we are going to call it as, guys, a discriminative, which is going to be AI. So what is this discriminative AI is nothing but the AI systems which is going to helps you to take a decision. They will only help you to take a decision, guys. They helps to which is going to take a decision. So for example, simple to say that I can say an example of a discriminative AI is going to be nothing but maybe which is going to be some kind of an which is going to be device which can help you to take a decision like for example whether a patient is and whether a person is diagnosed with a positive or a negative for a particular disease. Or in another simple example, let us say that a discriminative AI So it is going to help you to take a decision, guys. Like examples, what we can see, like for example, in a banking, which is going to be some kind of a loan approval. To whom the loan should be approved, to whom the loan should be, which is going to be rejected, that can be decided with the help of which is going to be something like what we have to work is, which is going to be nothing but what we can see with that it is going to help you guys. How it is going to identify, which is going to be how it will identify that all these things. I'm going to explain that applications later. How the machines can take a decisions. I'll tell you the example. So that means a machine or a device which is going to helps you to decide to whom the loan should be approved or to whom the loan should be rejected. So nowadays, whenever a customer go to a bank and for example, he applies a loan. So who is going to decide? A machine is going to decide that. Even not only in that, it is going to be some kind of a medical diagnosis. So whenever a customer or patient has been went to, for example, some kind of a test, a clinical test. So depending on some clinical values or depending on some kind of an what we can say, some depending on some symptoms, it is going to easily it can diagnose this, guys. Like we have the ideas now, guys. I think nowadays we are getting some kind of an apps, guys. We have seen some kind of an app. So just by which is going to scan the face. It is going to scan a face, guys. It is going to scan a face. If you just scan your face with some, which is going to be, it is going to do some kind of a basic diagnosis it can do, guys. You don't require any kind of a, normally our smartwatches are there, isn't it? Our smartwatches are going to, which is going to scans and which is going to be without having any clinical, without having any, which is going to be a clinical, we can easily, they don't take any blood sample or they don't take any other sample. So there are going to identify what is going to be our heart rate, which is going to be the body temperature, what is going to be the blood oxygen. Okay, isn't it? Same as it is just by scanning a face, it is going to do some kind of a basic diagnosis. Like what is going to be the heart rate, which is going to be like what is going to be the blood pressure, what is the stress level. Only just by scanning a face, we can do it, guys. It is an AI system. You can see some kind of an which is going to be these insurance companies are providing them, guys. So the insurance companies provides a app called as an scanning a face. So once you scan the face, it is going to tells you all the basic, at least what is going to be the basic information, only just by scanning a face. Right. So it is taking, these are nothing but what we call it as a discriminative AI. Discriminative AI is nothing but which helps you to, which is going to be take a decision. An example I'll tell you. So in a simple example to make you understand that, let us say that a simple example to make you understand the concept. For example, I have some images are there, some images. So I'm going to take some images, guys. Observe carefully. There is going to be some kind of an images are there, guys. Some like an which is going to be human, which is going to be a facial images are there. So I have some images. It's not just like a one or two images, but I'm having some kind of an images what we are going to be having, guys. Just an example, I'm saying that. So what are these images, guys? Human facial images. And every image was marked as whether what is the gender of the person, whether the person is male, whether the person is a female. So this image is male, this image is female, this image is male, this image is male, female. Something we have been, just we have done some marking, some labeling of that particular images. You give these particular images to the, which is going to be machines. So how the machines are going to take the decision, guys? Some kind of a learning is required. Machines are going to learn. That's the reason why we call it as machine learning, something called as a deep learning. Later we are going to work on that. Right now I can't make you to understand what are those. So we given some human facial images, guys, not just like a 4 images, 5 images, maybe somewhere around 20,000 images. I am feeding this data to the machines. Machines are going to learn something from the images. For what purpose what they will going to learn? How to discriminate. You know what is meaning of discrimination? Separating. How to discriminate a male and a female. How to differentiate a male and a female. Just like how the humans will learn. Same thing. Whenever if anyone show me an image of a person, I can recognize, I can ask, I can say whether the person is a male or a female. By looking at their face, by looking at their hair, by looking at their earrings, something. So which is going to be the how the face it is going to be looks like. Based on that, I can learn them. Same thing, machines also learns. So we are feeding some data to the machine. Machines are going to learn something from the data. But what they are learning, guys, they are only learning to differentiate between a male and a female. So after learning, what we can do is, once if you give a new image, once if I give a new image, this model or these machines can identify, they will tell you whether the person in the image is a male or which is going to be a female. That means the machine is learned, the machine is trained only to differentiate between a male and a female. They can differentiate it. That is nothing but what we simply call it as what we can call it as a discriminative AI is nothing but what we are going to call it as a discriminative AI. So any machine, so same example what I explained about that. There is going to be the loan approval was there. So past customers data. So what we are going to do is the past customers data who has taken the loan, we are going to feed all the data to the machines. Machines are going to learn something from this particular data, who are repaying the loans, who are delaying the loans. It will try to understand the patterns and all these things. Now, whenever a new customer comes and applies a loan, whenever a new customer will comes and applies a loan, the machine will identify automatically based on the patterns it learned. It will say that, okay, this customer will delay the loan. This customer will repay the loan. So approve the loan or whether to reject the loan. The machine itself is going to take the decision. This is what simply we call it as a discriminative AI. So in a discriminative AI, the machine or the system, as I said that, which can mimic the human behavior. So AI is nothing but which can behave the human behavior. But here, the AI system is only helping you to take a decision. To whom the loan should be approved? Yes, please.
Sir, I have a small doubt
Yes,
here.
please. Yes, please.
Like regarding this approval, suppose the customer is like they are going to take the loan at the first time, right? So
Mm.
how they are going to check that whether they are going to pay the loan or delay the loan, on which circumstance AI going to take the decision?
Yes. So obviously, see, the thing is there are so many factors will be there in deciding that application. But just what is our expectation is nothing but, so they will study the past customers' data.
Okay, it
Okay.
means their transaction details and their all other details. I think
Yeah,
so.
not maybe. It may not be. For example, simple to say that I'm not giving too much details I'm giving. For example, this
Mhm.
is our past customers' data. From the last 5 years, I have given some loan to some lakhs of people I have given. I have their
Mhm.
age details was there. Their salary details was there. What is the loan amounts was there. What is going to be the loan duration? There are so many other factors. Not writing all of them. What is an existing loans are there? Something. What is the status of loan? For example, I have some data with me. So let us say that I'm having somewhere around 1,000 customers data I have taken. Let us say some age is going to be 35 years, salary is going to be 50K, loan amount is going to be 5 lakhs, duration is going to be 3 years. Let us say that the status of the loan is going to be, the status is delayed. Same like that, 42 years is there, 80K salary is there. Okay, loan amount is going to be 8 lakhs. For example, duration is going to be 10 years. Let us say that he has been repaid. Like that, I'm having somewhere around 1,000 customers data with me. So if you feed this data to the
Okay.
machines, machines will study the patterns, like which age group of people are mostly delaying the loans, or which type of salaries of people who are delaying the loans, or which type of loan durations are going to be that are repaying the loans. Machine is going to learn all those particular, the patterns and all that information from that particular data. The machine is going to learn. The machine is going to get some kind of an insight from that.
Okay.
You
Got
got
it.
the point?
Thank you.
Same
Yes,
as
sir.
it is. For any case, it is going to be the same thing. Okay,
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay, let us go ahead, guys. So this is what we call it as something called as a discriminative AI. So what they will do, they will only help you to identify to take a decision. So whether it is male or female, you can take a decision, or whether it is going to be and whether the customer will repay the loan or customer will delay the loan, or whether the patient was diagnosed with a positive or a negative. So whether to give the treatment, whether not to give the treatment. So that is going to be what exactly it is going to help you. Then what is going to be generative AI, guys? For example, take this example: the human facial images I have given the to the machine. Machine is going to study something from the data, and whenever I give a new image, the machine can identify. The machine will identify whether the person in the image is a male or a which is going to be female, guys. That is what the model can do. But the model was trained only to differentiate between a male and a female. Apart from that, it can't do anything. Now, what is going to be generative AI, guys? The name itself is saying that it is going to be generative AI. What is meaning of generative AI means simple to say. It is also an AI system only. Means as I said that AI system is nothing but which is capable to or which is going to mimic the human behavior. But a system or a machine, what it is going to do is guys, a system or a machine which can generate some new content, which can generate, which is going to be some kind of a, which is going to be a new content it is going to generate guys. It will generate a new content completely. That what is this content? The content can be either a text, the content can be either an image, the content can be either an audio or it can be a video, anything it can generate, guys. They can generate. That means these systems are also, there are also AI systems only. They also learn some training. They also need some training. They also learn something from the past. But what is their capability? Their capability is nothing but they can generate some kind of a new content it can generate, guys. The content can be either a text or an image or an audio or a video, whatever it can be there. Let us take the same example now. Same again, it is going to be images. Same again, the same images are there. So let us say that it is going to be some images are there. Same, the human facial images are there. The human facial images are there. I have given the facial images. So these again, they have been marked as which is going to be male, female, etc. They have been already marked as the male and female and all these things they are marked. They are also given to the machines. Generative AI is also, they will be having some machines will be there, guys. Now, what is these machines are going to study them is, they are not going to learn how to differentiate male and a female. They're also going to learn something from that. They are also going to learn, but the learning is going to be more detail and more depth. Now you can ask this machine saying that here also machine has learned, but I'm not going to give any new image and I'm not going to ask them, can you tell me whether the person in the image is a male or a female? Now I am going to ask the machine saying that, can you draw a female image? Can you draw a image of a, which is going to be a female of, which is going to be some, I have to give all the details, a female of 25 years, which is going to be with a smiling face, if I say, which is going to be with a, which is going to be a smiling face. This machine can draw one new image it can generate now. It can draw a new image. Hope you can understand the difference between them, guys. Discriminative AI is going to learn only just for differentiating between a male and a female. Generative AI system, there are not just only learn to differentiate it. If you ask them, which is going to be draw a female image of a 25 years with a smiling face, Indian face, a Indian female, you say that, or whether it's a Chinese female or whether it is an US female. So depending on what race you require, what emotion you require, what gender you require, what age you require. So the machine is capable to generate a new image it is going to generate. That means the machine is also trained. The machine is also going to learn how the machine knows how a 25 years the female image will be there, or how the smiling face will be there. So it also requires some kind of an inputs to them, which the model has already, the machines has already learned from the data. Isn't it? So that's the reason these particular type of systems are nothing but what we call it as a generative AI, what we are going to call it as. So generative AI is also nothing but an AI system only, which can mimic the human behavior. But what is their capability, guys? Their capability is not only to differentiate between one sample and one class and other class. It is not just only for differentiating between two classes. It is capable to generate some kind of a new content it is going to generate for that. So we'll try to understand one basic example. Everyone knows that. So whenever I said generative AI, the one thing that generally comes to your mind is going to be, no doubt, it is going to be ChatGPT. So I think all of you have been known about this ChatGPT, guys. All of you are using them. So I think you know that there is a ChatGPT subscription was there. I think many of you are using, which is nothing but the free version. Free will have only limited resources only we can use, guys. So I think you all of you heard about that. Recently, OpenAI, they announced a free subscription of the ChatGPT Go. It's a Go subscription at a free of cost. Normally, we have to pay somewhere around 400 rupees for that per month. But now for 1 year, they have given a free subscriptions. Who has not yet subscribed, guys, you can go for the create subscription. Here we have. Once you open your ChatGPT, you can see something called as an try Go. So click on the try go, guys. It will ask you some few details, your address and all these things. It will ask you. No need to pay any money, but you have to pay some 1 rupee. You have to pay. I think they will again redeem it back again. It will revert it back. So you have to pay 1 or 2 rupees. You have to pay, guys. So it is going to be for 1 year. So actually, I'm using a ChatGPT Go. I'm using, but now I'm having a subscription. But from the last month, almost from the August, which is on the November 4th, they have announced it. It is at a free of cost. If anyone is there who can utilize it, guys. Okay. Okay. I'm asking the ChatGPT, which is going to be, can you generate, which is going to be create, or which is going to be, I say generative, which is going to be an Indian, which is going to be, let us ask the same question, guys. An Indian, which is going to be a female image, we can say, of age, which is going to be 25 which is going to be with a smiling face. Which is going to be a smiling face. So generate an Indian image, Indian female image, which is going to be nothing but of a age, which is 25 years, and which is going to be with a smiling face. What I say that. So automatically, once if you say enter, so what it is going to do, I'll copy this once. Let me copy this once, because I'm going to use across multiple platforms. It takes a little bit time, guys. To draw an image, it is going to take a little bit time. So let us see how it is going to be generates an image. So let us see that. How that particular ChatGPT knows how a female image looks like, how a 25 years person is going to looks like, how the smiling faces looks like. Because it was already trained with a huge number of images, with all the images which are available in the internet and all these things. So they have been got trained, guys. They already learned how the female image looks like, how an Indian face looks like, how the 25 years face looks like, or how the smiling face is going to looks like. So all these things it will take. It takes a little bit time, guys. It takes a little bit time. It is going to take it. So it is going to draw one, which is going to be a female image, what we can draw it, guys. So this person, as you know that it's an AI image. This person in reality, this person does not exist at all. You give it to Google search and check it out. Now same prompt, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to give it to, which is going to be the Microsoft Copilot. When Microsoft Copilot is also one such kind of one, which is going to be. So again, same thing. I'm asking the Copilot to generate this one, guys. So click here. I just given the same thing with the Copilot. So Copilot is also trying to, which is going to create an image, guys. So two different platforms. At two different platforms, it has been got given. So you can see the Copilot. So both of them two different images. There is no similarity at all. So that image also does not exist in reality. This image also does not exist in reality. So both are two different images. So if you download them and give it to Google search and find out, so it is going to be generates, or even you can use something like another, which is going to be. You have that right. We are having another, which is going to be the perplexity. So it is going to be the perplexity also. If you want, you can give the same thing. And I think you know that this is also free. Not for all of them, only for Airtel users. So it is going to be for the Airtel users. It is going to be free for 1 year. They have given the subscription. They given the subscription directly for a pro. Anyhow, we are not going to learn how to use ChatGPT and all these things in our training program, guys. So just I'm telling about what do you mean to say generative AI. So say, guys, completely different images. All the three are three different images. So this is the one which is generated by our ChatGPT. On the right hand side, you can see the image which was generated by this one. And this is going to be a kind of an image which was generated by a perplexity. So for example, I'll just change to, which is going to be a Chinese woman. So Chinese female, I said that. It is going to be changed to Chinese female. Let us say that. Change to, which is going to be Chinese female here. So I'm asking to convert into, which is going to be a Chinese female. So same 25 years, which is going to be a Chinese female, age 25, smiling face, with some natural light. It has been got created. But how the system is understanding which is going to be the, whatever the prompt we have been given there. This image never exists, guys. Download this image if you want. Download this image, guys, and give this particular same image, either this image or this image. Download them and give it to, which is going to be the Google search or something like that. If we give, you can find out, guys, whether this person existing or not existing. So it can find, and finally it says that No such kind of an image is existing. They are completely AI generated images. It is not like a Google search. Google search, what it will do, guys? When you ask the same Google search, it will search all the social medias and all these things, and it picks an image, a real image it will pick. But this is completely an AI generated image, guys. If we give this image anywhere and download it and give it to the Google search, clearly it says that I didn't find any such kind of an image is not found. So you go to the Google search and give it to the image, guys. Right. So something like that, these are capable, but how they are capable to generate like this, guys? How they are capable to generate these particular images and all these things, how they are able to generate them. So because they have been already trained, guys, they have been already, which is going to be trained. So I'm just uploading a file from my desktop or something like that. I'm going to select some image. Where is my image? Just give me a second. Desktop. I'm going to give some image here, guys. Whatever the image just now the AI has generated, I given that particular image, and I'm asking you to which is going to be search for this particular image in the Google. It's going to be searching for that particular people, guys. So the machine has been unable to find any such kind of an which is going to be such kind of an image. It was unable to identify them. It can't identify, guys. It is unable to identify that. But because it was an AI made image, it is not an which is going to be a real image. It was not a real image at all. It can't find out, guys. It can't find out. But because there is no such kind of a person exist in the real world. That kind of a person does not exist at all. So see there, this is going to be the different. So they're able to generate some content. Not only images, no guys, you know that they can generate some videos, they can generate some kind of an audios, they can generate some content, whatever they want, whatever you want, you can generate it. So what we are going to learn in our training program, guys, we are also going to learn such type of models we are going to learn, guys. We are going to develop such kind of a models. Don't worry, I'll tell you all these models later, guys. These models are nothing but what we call it as LLMs, large language models. What we are going to call them as, guys, large language models. Actually, that ChatGPT, whatever we are using, they are called as LLMs, large language models. Means the models which are trained with, which is going to be a very large language they have been got trained. You may get it out, sir, what kind of an application we are going to do that? See, just an example I'll tell you. Normally, we all of you know that a ChatGPT, we all of you know, guys. We all of you know what is ChatGPT. For example, okay, maybe because I'm using some of your whatever your introduction I have been given. One or two people has given some introduction. They introduced themselves, and according to their introduction, they said that they are working in some databases. They're working in some databases. Somebody said that I'm working on Oracle, SQL, PL, SQL, etc. Normally, just in terms of that particular terminologies I'm telling about, SQL. SQL is nothing but normally a language which is used to manage a database. So for that, you have to has to learn SQL, etc., etc. For example, if you got a requirement, what we'll do, guys, we can ask the ChatGPT to write an SQL query. I can ask the ChatGPT to write an SQL query. Okay, I'll open the SQL query. Nothing, I'm not writing any complex query also. Just a small, which is going to be an example I'm writing there, guys. Open the ChatGPT. For example, I'm connecting to some database. Some database I'm connecting, guys. Some database I'm connecting. So let us say that how to find, which is going to be the number of tables in a database. For example, I want to find out how many tables in a database. My ChatGPT can give some kind of a query. So this is a query for if it is MySQL, use this query. PostgreSQL, you have to use PostgreSQL, you have to use this query. If you want to go for SQL Server, use this query. If it is an Oracle database, it is going to be this is a query. Like that, if it is an SQLite, this is going to be the query. Something like that they have been given. If you tell me which SQL database you are working with, I can give you the exact command tailored for your setup. Okay, for example, I'm working with some database called as an SQLite database. Let us say that I'm using some SQLite database I'm going to be using there, guys. Now you can go to the SQLite database, you can connect. I'll use this SQLite database here, guys. So don't worry, even if you guys who do not have the idea, I'm just telling about what type of applications we can do. What type of applications we can do. I'm just giving some idea about that, guys. Don't worry. I have an SQLite database is there. I know how to connect with SQLite database. I know how to connect with the database, how to query the tables. All these things, I was aware about that. But what I'm trying to do here is, guys, simple to our client. That means every time my client or which is going to be my users, they don't know how to write the SQL queries. So what they have to do, they have to run this application, they have to copy this code, they have to connect with SQLite database, and they have to create that kind of they have to run this query there to get the what are the list of the tables. What I am going to do, guys, I am going to create one kind of an LLM. I'm going to create one such kind of an LLM just like a ChatGPT. What this can do is it can connect to my database. It can connect to my database. It can run my query and it is going to directly give you the result. So you need not to ask any ChatGPT what is the query. No need to copy there. No need to run that application there. So don't worry. Just because why that is because in currently one more batch is going on. I have a 3 batches, 4 batches are running right now. So in the morning batch, I'm running one small, that means with respect to some of the people are talking about databases. And even I'll show you guys, I'll show you some examples also. This is going to be one such kind of which is going to be an AI tool was available. What is the name of this particular AI tool is nothing but ask your database. It is a database. It is nothing but what we call it as, it is an ask your database. This is a downloadable. This is not what I created. I'll tell you about this ask your database later. What is this ask your database? What it can do? It can connect to your databases. They can connect with any of these databases, guys. They can connect with MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, Oracle. We can see SAP HANA. We are having a big query. We have a Snowflake is there. Okay, they can connect with any of these databases. They can connect and they can write the queries by themselves. They can write the queries. They can execute. They will get the results. Everything we can do it with the help of such kind of an application. What we have to work with them. Okay, so don't worry. I'm just right now, I'm developing one application. I'm currently teaching this application in the class. Same database, just don't worry about that. What is exactly? This is going to be something like a very small lines of code, guys. Just to make you understand what kind of an application I'm going to use. I'm using the same SQLite database only I'm using there. There is one small database called as one database is there. No need to worry about all those things. So I'm just connecting, guys. Just I'm asking, I can ask directly. So tell me how many, I'm not asking how to find the tables. So find the number of tables in the database. How many tables? How many tables exist in the database? How many tables exist in the database? I'm asking directly. No queries, nothing is there. I'm not asking write a query. So tell me what is the query to find the number of tables. Just like normally like a chatbot. How many tables exist in the database? Which database it is connecting? You can see one database with a name called as an employees.db. So don't worry how I'm running all these applications. All these are not related to you. Just don't worry. I'll tell you this application later, guys. A Streamlit application I'm running, which is going to be SQL chat which is going to be py. Don't worry about all these things. I'll tell you the application later. I require one key need to be executed. Let me copy the key also. Let me copy the key, guys. So currently this application is going on. So because I thought that it is going to be something which will make you to understand it. It's not a completely developed application. It is going to be some kind of an application called as using a Streamlit, we created this application. Let me run this. Just give me a second. Don't worry. Just give me a second. It's running. Can observe carefully, guys. Just don't worry about that. Just I'm going to give this particular input, guys. Internally, it is executing. See, directly it is going to tells you how many tables are there in the database. It's running. Don't worry. It is running. We have not yet completed the application. It is internally running, guys. Okay. So it's going to be some error is coming there. Just give me a second once. I think just give me a second. No worries. If it is working well and good, otherwise actually it is working. Let me show you the example once. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me terminate it. Don't worry about this. Yeah, it's connecting, guys. Actually, earlier it's going to be. Can you see? It is going to be executing some kind of a queries and all these things. It is executing, guys. Internally, you can see some process is going on. I just asked you the question saying that, can you tell me what is going to be which is going to be? Just give me a second. Still not executing. Okay. Incorrect API key I have provided.
It's some authentication issue.
No. Its application is running already. So it's an already running application only. So
I think that's fine, but in the interest of time, can we jump on what
yeah.
are we going to cover in the
Just I'm going to cover it. I'll just tell you. Yeah. Just I want to run it. Just I want to show you. That means these kind of an applications, what we are going to do. Just I want to show that kind of an application. That's the reason why I'm trying. I think I just copied properly. That is the reason. Okay, just nothing is to. I'll complete of it. So the key was invalid. That is the reason. Okay, I'll give some valid key and I will do that. Just to make you understand. So what kind of applications we can create with the help of this generative AI means this kind of an application. So see that just I'm asking a question saying that, can you give me, this is going to be, can you give me what is going to be what are the tables we can see that? It's a kind of an LLM kind of an application. Okay, I will leave it in the case if it is not working. I will leave it for the last time. We will try it. Okay, just leave it, guys. It's not having some issue maybe. So instead of troubleshooting and all these things now, so it's a wastage of time. So let us go ahead and we'll try to understand, guys. Okay, fine. Leave it. Actually, it is saying that it is coming, but actually it is something, I have to refresh it and all these things. So don't worry, just leave it for the time. So what I mean to say is, we can create this kind of an applications we are going to create. So I'm creating some kind of a chatbot kind of an application, just like how the chat GPT work. But it is not going to answer all your questions, guys. If you say what is AI, or if you ask it to generate some image, they cannot do like that. What they can do is, they can just connect to your required databases with the help of some SQL agents and all these things. I'm going to work with that. They're powered by LLMs only. So what is that SQL agent is going to do is, there is an agent called as an SQL agent will do. It is going to convert all over, which is going to be the user text into some kind of an SQL query. So SQL query itself is generating by itself is connecting to the database, itself will execute on the database, and directly we are going to get the output response is going to be comes back to you. So that kind of an application. So for what purpose? So we are going to create that kind of an LLM models for various purpose. It is not only for which is going to be generating of SQL queries, guys. It can do what kind of any kind of an applications it can generate. So as part of your client requirements, as part of your user requirements, we are going to create this kind of the LLMs we are going to create. Practically speaking, we are not going to use LLMs, guys. Actually, even that whatever the LLM I created with the help of the chat GPT. Actually, I'm using a GPT models I'm going to use this. So different types of pre-trained LLM models will be there, guys. Using that particular pre-trained LLM models, we are going to tune according to our requirement and we are going to develop our applications. Okay. So we are going to train the models. Models are already there, guys. They can generate the content. But what type of content they have to generate? For example, if I go and ask what is AI, it cannot answer the question there. My SQL agent cannot answer. It can answer only the questions which are going to be related to the SQL queries only they can generate, guys. Okay. So that is just the main difference between a normal, which is a discriminative AI, and what is going to be generative AI. So our main target here is to create some applications which can take some kind of a request. There is not called as a request. We call it as something called as a prompt. So depending on the prompt, whatever we have been given, they can do some kind of they can generate some kind of they can give you some suggestions, or they can generate some kind of a queries. Whatever you want, we can do the application, guys. We'll see the applications later. I'll show you the what is the course content and all these things in a couple of classes. I said that no, in a couple of classes, I'll give you all the complete introduction. I'm going to give you guys the total, the course content and all these things. I'll tell you. So our target is to create such kind of an LLM models which can perform the required task according to the user requirement. ChatGPT is a generalized one, guys. But we are going to create our own LLMs, what they can do. So they can, for example, you can give some kind of an which is going to be the training to it. So give some documents to that. According to the required documents only, they can answer your questions. We'll see. Mainly we are going to work. I think you guys has been heard about that. A very popular applications which we have to work as part of the generative AI is equal to nothing but the rack systems. We have to create them. We are going to create some kind of a rack systems. We are going to create, guys. Okay, so what is going to be the rack which is going to be what is going to be the rack which is going to be stand for is rack basically stands for which is going to be stands for retrieval, which is going to be augmented, which is going to be generation, guys. Retrieval, augmented generation, the basic applications which we have to create them. So what we are going to do, guys, we are going to give some kind of an input according to the client requirements or user requirements. We will create such kind of an LLM models. So what they can do, guys, they can take some input from you and they can generate the required whatever the content you require in your required format and the required whatever the required format you want. It is going to generate that kind of an application, guys. Okay, so that is what exactly we are going to do, but it's not a complete idea about that. Slowly we are going to study about all these things one by one. I'm going to discuss about in the coming classes. So tomorrow and after tomorrow also I'm going to take some introduction. So tomorrow also I'll just give a little bit introduction about that. And after that in the third class, the course content and all these things also will be there. And what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites you require? All these things I'll explain that applications so that we can start with our regular classes, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class from my side. Okay, actually it is already 10:30. So no worries. I can give you like 10-15 minutes of time. If you have any queries, guys, feel free to discuss. You can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Okay. Yes. Anyone? Yes, Shruti, do you have any question? You raised your hand.
Yes.
Please.
Actually, I'm not from the data background. I'm from completely QA automation background.
Okay.
So, I was very intrigued when I saw the course structure and how everything was written on the website too. So, I wanted to ask, is this going to be a value add to my already? I am already 11 years experience. So, will this be a value add, or will this be a see, now the AI is the new thing and everybody has to adapt to it.
Yes.
So even if I'm not from the AI or the data background, will this going to be a value add, or will this help us in how we are going to do about our jobs in future?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So you can see now, obviously you are saying that already you are having a 11 years of experience on the QA. So did you got any, just I'm asking you a question, Sam, did you got any like a requirement to work with any LLMs or anything in your current project or anything like that? Or any clients are asking about LLMs?
Yes, we have been trying to incorporate AI to help with our day-to-day work. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So see, nowadays what is happening in the actual the industry is nothing but every client, because we have seen same like you who are from Java background, who are from some other background. So nowadays what the clients are talking about here is they want to integrate some kind of an LLMs with every application, every business application they are creating. So it's see, this course is not all about anything about technically like you should know programming, you should know mathematical background, or you require some data background. Nothing is going to be gets required here now. I'm not saying that you don't require. That means a little bit basic Python programming is required because we want to generate this kind of. Tomorrow I'll show you one small application how I'm going to create a simple chatbot. Just 4 lines of code you can create it and you can create a chatbot. So It is not related to any technical, which is not no need of any having any data background or no need to have any programming background. But obviously, as you've seen that everyone is nowadays is adopting, every client, every domain, every technology is trying to integrate and with their want to adopt with the AI, obviously. So nowadays, the every company, every which is going to be client is requiring, they're asking for which is going to be this kind of an generative AI. So that's why nowadays everyone who is having 10 years, 13 years of experience, 16 years of experience, so they are currently learning this particular generative AI specifically, not about data science. Data science is different. Data science is all about analytics, data, machine learning, maths, which is going to be statistics. Those things will be there. Generative AI, I can say that it is like a non-technical. You don't require any technical knowledge. So being everyone is trying to adopt this concept of generative AI. So everyone has to learn. And obviously, if you learn this, it is going to add some extra, which is going to be skill to your current experience. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Yes. Yes. Randir. Yes, please.
Yeah, sir, actually, till my career, I have worked in the data side and the Python, like I know only basics. I don't know in the depth in the Python.
Okay. Okay.
So is it okay for that,
Yes,
for generative?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It is okay. Python is not, and I think you are saying that, see, nowadays everyone is learning at least the basics of Python. So you
Correct,
know
yeah.
that how easy the Python, do you find any, at least you learn some basics, right? You are saying that.
Yeah,
So how do
basics I
you
have
feel
learned
it
it.
learning Python, the basics?
Yeah, it's very easy and like user friendly, I can say that
Same
comparatively other language.
Same thing it
Yeah.
is going to be. So, and here also you don't require to be a Python expert on that. Just a few, which is
Mm-hmm.
going to be a few topics will be there, 6 or 7 topics will be there. So that particular
Mm-hmm.
topics we have to learn. Okay. And I'll tell
Okay.
you, I'll guide you. So like how to learn the basics of Python, I'm going to give you some pre-recorded videos to you. So just you can learn hardly 3-4 days if you spend that time, you can learn those particular concepts there. So I'll give you some pre-recorded
Okay.
videos for the Python so that we can start with
Mm-hmm.
some basics, which is going to be, if we complete the prerequisites, I can start with some a little bit main topics of Python. I will start with from my side so that you can continue with the classes. No need to worry about those
Okay.
particular topics.
Okay. So class timing will be the 9:30 only, right?
9:30 p.m. Indian, the IST timing.
Okay. So, sir, regarding the recorded video,
Mm.
like what is the duration for that? How many months it will be going to valid? Or after that
I
it's going
have
to
to,
expire?
generally, they will give you for 1 year. Generally, but
1
I
year.
will get some
Okay.
confirmation from that. After the total, that means totally they will give you for 1 year, they will give you the access to you. So
Mhm.
for 1 year, you can access the videos.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
But I'll confirm that. But I'll just try to confirm it from my backend team once again.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Python, at least whatever the Python topics are required as a part of generative AI, so you are going to touch with that all the concept,
Yeah, I'll
right?
touch with that. I'll give you some pre-recorded videos.
Yeah,
I'll tell you because I'll
definitely.
tell you the plan of what is our action plan, all these things. I'll give you the idea so
Okay.
that you
Okay.
can just go through that.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday you can
Mhm.
spend some time. You can learn those particular topics, and then we can
Mhm.
start with our regular classes.
Yeah, yeah, because sir, like the course content I got it from me from your side like 2 months back only. So that is
Okay.
already started, and from the
Mhm.
DurgaSoft I got the other course content, but
Mm.
I find it suitable for with yours.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the reason I waited 2 months to join your
Mhm.
course there.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
My complete class is only on generative AI. No need to concentrate on
Mhm.
other, which is going to be waste the time on all other
Okay.
topics and all
Yeah.
these things. Machine learning, all these are not required.
Mhm.
I'll tell
Okay,
you.
sir.
I'll
Thank
guide
you,
you
sir.
regarding that. I'll guide you regarding that, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Yeah. Snehal. Yes,
Yeah,
Snehal.
hi.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Good
So
evening.
basically, I have a 6 years of experience in development,
Mm-hmm.
and I am working in basically maritime and aerospace defense domain.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So my first, the problem I had, and because of that, I have think about to joining it.
Mm-hmm.
Because as an example, I can give the problem statement in one line, which is suppose we have some system created
Mm-hmm.
in a maritime, aerospace, or defense anywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
suppose that particular component is going to be destroy or some kind of problem that to be happen in the future. But before that, based on some standard things, we wanted to do some kind of automation or something with the AI that before some days back only, I'll get some indication that this is going to be happen, or this is
Okay, future.
it
It's a
kind of.
prediction. You're talking about some kind of a prediction we have to do, right?
Yeah, but for
Mm,
that, I do many more search, and
mm,
I found that to create a model
mm,
basically
mm,
from scratch is going to be taken
mm,
much in, if efforts, and the
mm,
infra too, and the obviously capital.
mm,
So instead of that, if we I think about to go from like everything deep learning, machine learning, data science is
Okay,
that.
okay.
But I understood generative AI is the small thing which should I start with, and then I can
Mm,
go with ML and DL and other things.
mm.
So, whatever we are going to cover, will that really help me to be, give any solution on this?
Yes, yes. But actually, you have been in the wrong way. Actually, it is the reverse order. First, you
Mhm.
have to go to the as whatever the task we have been given is related to. That is completely related to machine learning and deep learning. So,
Okay,
if you want to come to the generative AI, actually, generative AI is based on the deep learning models. Actually, so
okay,
generative AI is not a development part. You are utilizing the whatever the model that was trained with a neural network, which is a part of the deep learning. So your task need to be, if you want to, whatever the task you have been given, the problem statement. So for that, you have to learn something about machine learning and deep learning concepts we have to learn. So which is not a part of this particular course. For that, we have a separate courses will be there, like data science and machine learning or data science with AI. Those courses you have to join for them. This is
Mm,
generative AI. This is a little bit different compared with the whatever we are going to learn as part of the data science and whatever the full stack data science AI. Those courses are different.
okay. So this is, I think, I heard generative AI is something which, as a starting point, we should go from generative AI and then deep and then
No, no,
machine.
no, 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 no. You have
Not
to
like
come in the
that.
reverse order. Machine learning, deep learning, then it is going to be the generative AI. Because generative AI is completely based on the deep learning models only.
But I think in this context also, we are going to cover those topics, right?
We'll cover, but not in details into that, right? In generative AI, we are only utilizing the models. We are not developing the models. But whatever the case you are talking about is, you have to develop a machine learning model, you have to create it.
Okay, so for that, right now you are having any batch ready, or it's
We
going to
have a
be
batches are there, but right now, if you want to get, okay, we can just we'll connect offline once.
yeah,
We'll
sure,
connect
sure.
after the over the call. So
Yeah, yeah.
after the offline. So I'll give my contact number after the just about to complete off. Then I'll give my contact number. We can discuss over the WhatsApp or the call.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
discuss it once. Okay,
Sure, thank you.
fine,
Yeah.
Snehal. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Ranjit. Please. You have too many raising hands. Yes, Ranjit.
Yeah,
Yes, Ranjit.
yeah. Hi, Vamsi.
Yeah,
I
hi.
work as a cloud developer. So,
Okay.
will you teach like how to deploy these models in
Uh,
cloud and infrastructure?
Yes, we do that, but we are not going to deeper into the cloud. So we are going to use some cloud systems like a EC2 machine or AWS or something like that, and we deploy the models there. So we don't need
So,
to go more details into that. It's not related, but at least some basic one cloud services or something like that we'll use, and we are going to deploy them.
yeah. So, like, will your course covers the career path, like how we can explore this
Mm,
AI
yeah,
and
yeah.
what type of like
Yes.
the machine learning or deep learning that what we have to choose?
Deep learning and all these things are the core concepts of these particular LLM models. So we are not going into the core models there. We are because we already going to use say ready-made. We are having a GPT model is there. So how to use a GPT model to create a generative AI application. So we don't require to go to the core concepts, but we are going to teach some basic core concepts, but not a complete which is going to be implementation. We are not going to do there. So generative AI, I'll tell you, just I'm going to make you explain tomorrow or just by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'll show you some job requirements, how the generative AI requirements will be there, what concepts you have to concentrate on that. So you don't require to learn those particular concepts because we are already going to use some existing pre-trained models only. We are going to use them. So you don't require all the deep learning, machine learning. Again, that is a vast syllabus again. Again, mathematics, calculus, statistics, okay, all that maths and all these things, algorithms. These are going to be some kind of a core concepts we have to learn. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yes. Fine. You please attend 1 or 2 classes. You'll come to know like what exactly we are going to learn and all these things. We'll come to know in a couple of classes. Please attend the demo classes. We'll get some clarity about that. Then you can decide whether to join or whether to start with our regular classes or not. Okay. Yes, please. Next. Yes, Ashul. Anshul. Yeah. Sorry, Anshul. Any questions?
Sorry, I missed the last part
Oh.
of your demo. Can I know in what are the things that you cover in Gen AI and agentic AI?
Yeah. So actually, I have not yet discussed about the course content, but in the tomorrow's or maybe day after tomorrow's class, I'm going to cover all that complete topics I'm going to cover. So please attend the tomorrow and day after tomorrow's class to get some more detailed information about the content also. I didn't discuss about that today. I didn't not yet discussed about that.
So after this completing this course, are we good to go for the job ready for
Yeah.
the Gen AI development?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I said that. I'll show you some job requirements in the Naukri portal. We'll compare the requirements with our course curriculum, whether it is matching with our course content or not. I will just give you a complete details about that.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Yes, please. Yes, Reddy, raised your hand.
Hi, Vamsi. Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I'm a developer as well. I'm a data engineer. So I have a question like, are we going to cover anything on AWS and Azure cloud, like Bedrock, AWS, and these things?
Yeah. We are going to use as already somebody has previously someone also same question. Yes, but we are not going to more details into that. Absolutely, we are going to cover the Bedrock, the AWS Bedrock. We are going to cover, and apart from that, deployment of the application. Because see, everyone may not be having an idea about this cloud, so they will get confused with that. So we are not going to go at a more higher level, but at least some basic level of deployment, how to use the Bedrock applications. So those kind of services which are related to generative AI, those things we are going to cover as part of our training program. I'll give you the details also. I have the complete content is there. So I'll share the content so that we'll come to know about how much extent we are going to cover the cloud as part of our training program.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Any more guys? Yes, Diksha. Diksha, any questions?
Yes.
Yes,
So
please.
actually, I am into CoreJava development, and I was looking for a course which is more intended towards development and understanding the real course of actions behind these models. So I think, like one other girl said, right? I think I also want to opt for some ML or AI based learning. I think this is not the right.
This is not
right
the
course
one.
for
Yeah.
me.
That means it depends on your the requirements. Basically, see, if you want to understand the core side, like how the models are trained, how the models will be tested, how they will work. If you want to understand all the core side, it is going to be that is mostly into which is going to be the training, evaluation. Those things will be there. This generative AI is nothing but we are going to develop some kind of an application. We are not going to write any code there. We don't develop any application. Already some kind of a GPT model is there. So with the help of the GPT model, I'm going to create some kind of an LLM application. So which is going to satisfy my requirement. So anyhow, that also we can discuss it some over the phone or just after the class we are going to discuss about that. Just please try to reach me out on my WhatsApp number. I'll give my contact number. So once you can discuss about that, and after that we can get some clarity about that, Diksha.
And this agentic AI, this comes under which domain?
Yes,
One is
this domain.
generative.
Yeah. Generative AI, agentic AI, and agentic AI and AI agents.
So are you going to
Yes.
use agentic
Yes.
AI also?
Yes, we are going to use it. Okay, fine.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, then I think it's already 10:45. Okay, I'll do one thing. Don't worry. If you have any questions, guys, we have a sufficient demo sessions are there. I'll clarify all the doubts in your demo sessions. Please attend the tomorrow session also, guys. So meanwhile, I'm just giving my contact number also in the chat window. So you can just text me. You can reach me on my WhatsApp number. It's 80080. It's 77117 is my number. So you can reach me on my WhatsApp number. Text me if you have any queries or any further clarifications. Not only now, even in the future, if you join the batch or didn't join the batch, does not matter. So just if you have any queries or if you want any, which is going to be any kind of a suggestions or anything from my side, So feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. So I can help you out. So even if you have any further doubts about this course also, you can reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. So that's it for today's session, guys. Thanks all of you for attending the demo. So we'll tomorrow and after tomorrow also, we have 2 more demo sessions will be there. Please attend them. It's a free demo sessions only. We'll get some knowledge, or if we get some clarity about the training program, then you can decide whether to go ahead with the training program or not. Okay. Thanks for today. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys. Thanks all of you guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Thank you.